this is Sims, and we are back with more Ayakashi Koigikyoku, and we are in Keisuke's route, and we just started Chapter 4, so we ended the last part a little bit early, just because we had just started with Chapter 4, so now we're going to start where we left off at Chapter 4. Anyway, what should I do? I opened the curtain and frowned. There was bright sunlight coming in from the window. It's already morning. Some of the equipment was broken. One of the equipment was broken that the shooting has been until the morning. Oh, we're back to this again. Okay, so equipment was broken and the shooting has been postponed until later this morning? I was too busy to call the house. They probably understood that the managers were very busy, but it's wrong not to call. I heard that it was really busy yesterday. Good job. Or maybe it meant to say equipment was broken yesterday, so the shooting was postponed until this morning? Maybe that's what it meant to say. I don't know. My cousin, who was standing behind me, tapped my shoulder. Oh, you're back. My cousin was on a different job. I called the office before, but why didn't I call the house? I regret it, but it's too late. Hey, what's up? You don't look good. Yeah, you must be tired from the work overnight. It was Yuki who popped his head out. Yuki who popped out his head, and there was Kosei behind him. Both of them came back to the office with my cousin. No, I'm not that tired. I'm okay. Really? Don't force yourself. Yeah, thank you very much. You're not feeling well? Should I send him? It's alright, I'm not that tired. To be honest, I wanted my cousin to send me, but he's got work to do, so I can't ask him. I wanted my cousin to send him, but he's got work to... That doesn't make any sense. I wanted my cousin to send me home, but he's got work to do, so I can't, leave? Is that what she's thinking? Maybe that's what she was trying to say. I thought she was maybe talking about, oh, I want him to send me to go get Keisuke, you know what I mean? But it sounds more like maybe she was saying she did want to go home, but he's busy and can't juggle everything by himself, so she needs to stay. We'll just go with that. That sounds legit. If she's been working really late into the night or all night, she'd be tired, but and want to go home. But hey, yeah, he's going to be too busy to handle everything, so I'll stick around like I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? I get it. Okay. Hey, Takashi, isn't it time for the meeting? When my cousin heard Kosei's voice, he looked at the clock. Well, we gotta go now. Let's go, Kosei, Yuki. 3 of them left the office. As the last one to leave, Kosei popped his head in and said, and then, go home safely. Thank you. Kosei, good luck on your work. He said yes and closed the door. I was staying in the quiet office alone. But everyone is working now. It must be tough. I can't say that I want someone to come with me. When I try to motivate myself and open the door, maybe it is. She's got to go pick up Keisuke and she wanted someone to come with her. Maybe that's what... But they're not clear. It's really... I want him to send me, but he's got work to do. What? I don't know. When I try to motivate myself and open the door... Before I try to open the door opened by itself. Huh. I didn't go home yet. The one who entered from the corridor's Keisuke. He looked at me and tilts his head. Yes, there was some trouble with the equipment, so I couldn't go back. Ah, I see. Good job. Oh, you know what? I'm about to leave too, so I'll send you. I'm assuming that means there's not, I'll accompany you? Maybe? Huh? No, it's okay. I'm supposed to be a manager. I can't be sent by you. I don't know what that means. What do they mean by sent? I know what the word means, but not in this context. It's weird. Oh, I'll send you home. I can't walk downstairs and walk home by myself. Is he gonna walk her home? And she's like, oh no, I can't have you do that for me. Is that what they're trying to say? Because it doesn't make any sense. It's just the phrasing. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what they mean by that. You know what I mean? It's they just literally translated, but the meaning behind that is totally different. You know what I mean? Or Yeah, because it doesn't even, it wouldn't even be like I could see her saying she wanted to be dismissed by, like, her cousin because he's more in charge and be like, oh, yeah, you can go home. Like, you wait for your manager to be like, you guys can go home early. Okay, whoo, you know? And you can't be dismissed by Keisuke. Like, you can't take Keisuke telling you to go home. But, like, that's not really what they're even talking about there either. Like, I don't know. Like, anyway. I don't know, it's confusing. Even if it's work, if you go home in the morning, people at home won't be happy. Wait a minute. Even if it's work, if you go home in the morning, okay, if you go home in the morning, people at home wouldn't be happy. Okay, anyway. Yeah, but... And then he's, like, asking her a question, like, so people won't be happy? Yeah, but... It doesn't make any sense. This game hurts my brain. Oh my god. Well, instead, I forgot to call because I was too busy with work. I was putting a bitter smile with it. So does she live at home with her parents? Keisuke sighed a little. And so then maybe that's exactly, and maybe instead of send you, it's I'll accompany you, like I'll go with you. And maybe that's what she meant by calling home. I mean, I didn't quite get that. I was thinking like, because again, it's the translation is kind of fucked up. So when she was talking, I was like, oh, she was talking about calling them, like calling the guys and being like, oh, blah, 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 like shooting's delayed or something. That's what I was thinking she meant, but now it's more clear she meant like, I was going to call home and say I was going to be late. You know what I mean? Anyway, you're a very serious girl, but you sometimes are careless. I'll send you. It was my shooting that made you stay over. No, it's my mistake, so... I was trying to say no, but he pushed my back and said it's okay. Yes, I'm assuming, like, I'll accompany you home and just tell people that it's cool, this is what happened. Like, that gorgeous fucking man's gonna come home with me. It's fine, it's my fault she was late and stayed out all night. Oh yeah, that's gonna go over well with your mom and dad. Because I'm assuming you live with your parents, otherwise you wouldn't have to, like, me, I don't have to be like, oh no, I had to call home, my bird's gonna be upset that I wasn't home all night. Like, he would be mad, but he's not gonna understand. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, bitch, why the fuck was I in my cage? Where were you? Why weren't you here? Hello? Pay attention to me. Keisuke, I'll feel bad if you accompany me, I'm guessing. Okay, I'm gonna fix that because that sounds weird to me. You don't have to say sorry. I just want to accompany you, so just be accompanied by me. But if it was the opposite, I understand. But for the manager to be accompanied, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. But also just like her insistence on fighting this is just, I don't know either, but this chapter is just extremely confusing. It just, you know what it is? I'm extremely tired. I don't know why. I'm just fucking exhausted and my brain can't handle this right now. So, but here's me trying to stay on top of things. It was a bad idea. Okay, it was a bad idea. Like, anyway. But Keisuke didn't listen to any of my suggestions, and I ended up being accompanied by him. I'm assuming that's what they mean. The moment we left the building, Keisuke stopped the taxi. I didn't expect to go home by taxi, so I was going to refuse. But he pushed me in, saying that the driver was waiting, so I had to get in. I was meant to go home by train. If it's the train, I can't accompany you. What? Foxeer is a popular band. If they appear in public, there would be people surrounding them. Okay, I get that makes more sense. So, but see, he's asking us a question like, if you go home by train, I can't accompany you. Like, that's a statement, not a I can't accompany you. Like, he's asking a question like, but if you go by train, I can't come with you. Like, why do they put question marks when it's not a fucking question? Like, it's not a question. It was a statement. And we just explained that by like, yeah, if we went on a public thing like a train, people would surround him and it'd be difficult. Okay, that wasn't a question then. And also, I'll talk to your family too, so don't worry about it. Keisuke's kind. No, we're just fucking inept because we couldn't call our goddamn parents to tell them we were working late. And we couldn't have called them this. We're so sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we can't go home alone and tell them we need somebody to do this for us. We're not a grown fucking woman that can walk in the goddamn house and be like, oh my god, I am so sorry I didn't call. I was so busy with this and the shooting went late and things were broken and like, yeah, you know. I mean, I get it because it's different. oh my god, our daughter's out there, son. Who cares? He hasn't come home in 3 days. We don't give a shit. Like, he can handle himself. Oh no, our girl is 5 minutes late. She can't handle herself. But legitimately, chances are he's not going to get attacked when we are. You know what I mean? Like, logistically speaking. We're more likely to be, like, assaulted somewhere than he is. But still, it's like, you can't just walk in and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, this is what happened. Or call them and be like, hey, I'm fine, just FYI. Like, you gotta have someone else do it for you. You gotta have a man do it for you. Okay. Makes me angry. It just does. Keisuke is mysterious. But he's caring a lot and kind. Even with the short time that we spent together, I can understand. You are kind. You're precious. And actually, these seats are normal sized. I appreciate that. It's like the fucking bus. Where it's like, what kind of giant bus is this? Keisuke, you're very kind. Like, again, with the question mark, Keisuke, you're very kind? Why do they put question marks on everything? Why is this chapter just bothering me so much? Huh. Do you notice that now? You're slow. I was kind from the beginning. Yeah, I think he is kind and a very nice person, but the moment I compliment him, he usually does something. He does something regret saying? Okay, never mind. I don't care. My brain can't handle this right now. From there, I was listening. I listened about Keisuke's work. I was already near the house. It was sooner than I thought. Oh, it's here. I talked to the taxi driver on the street in front of the house. Sure. The car slowly stopped on the side of the street. Once the door opened, we got out. Our house was old, but it's large. Built with wood. But it's large built with woods. Okay, whatever. Anyway, on the side of the house, there's a Japanese garden. Yeah, we know because this was what's-his-face's house in Kitty Love. I just love that it's the same fucking backgrounds. It's funny. So we already know what it looks like on the inside. We've been here in that game. Like, my parents were already passed away. Oh, I was like, that is not how you phrase sleeping. And then I was like, oh no, her parents are actually dead. Okay, so that is how you phrase it. Girl, I thought, man, I'm so used to the fucked up translations that I literally was like, my parents were already sleeping, so. Oh my god, not even that. You made your old grandparents worry. Girl. My parents were already passed away, so I was living with my grandparents. That's actually kind of sad. Like, your parents, like, your grandparents are still. That's not how it should work. Shall we? As Keisuke told me, I stepped forward. When I got in front of the house, I opened the door. I'm home. With the door sound, or my voice, they reacted. I could hear them walking from the back of the house, and then you're going to show up. I'm sorry, I'm late. I was gone all night, and then you show up with a strange, gorgeous man. Where were you? I was worried about you. The grandmother was running towards me. When she saw Keisuke, she was stunned. Hey, what happened? My grandfather thought it was weird, so he came out. He also had the same expression. I mean, Grandma's like, oh my, it's getting hot in here. They are surprised, because I came back home with a man after staying over. It was work! I'm sorry to bother you this morning. I'm the artist working with your granddaughter. My name is Keisuke. Keisuke talked in a very polite way. He explained that I was late because of work, and he bowed at them deeply for apologizing. Apologizing. Ah, I see. Thank you for being polite. My grandmother was saying thank you, but she still looked surprised. She's like, he's a hottie. You need to get some of that, sweetie. You know, you came all the way to send my granddaughter. Would you like some tea? My grandfather was also surprised, too. I don't understand why they're still surprised. They know. The explanation is done, and they must have understood the reason why I was home when I came home in the morning, and why Keisuke looked theatrical because he's in a visual K-band. But they still stared at Keisuke surprisingly. Keisuke seemed like he doesn't care and talked with a smile. You have an amazing garden. Can I have a look? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Keisuke lightly bowed and left. After Keisuke was gone, I asked my grandparents, what happened to you two? I know he's very theatrical, but you don't have to look that surprised. I was worried that Keisuke might have smiled, but he might have felt upset.
Yeah, he looks theatrical, but that's not the problem.
Then what is it?
I think I've seen him before.
Huh?
Do you remember when you were little? You were lost in the middle of a mountain. He looks similar to the person who gave you a piggyback ride and brought you home.
Who did piggyback you? I mean, like, piggyback ride, you know what? My grandmother looked at my grandfather.
Hey, don't you remember?
Yes, he is similar. He's really similar.
He's probably the same person because he probably doesn't age and he's old, right?
Oh, from that day he hasn't changed at all. So, isn't that him?
Like, so I feel like he should have been saying, it can't be him, not isn't that him. Like,
he hasn't changed at all. Are you sure? He'd be like, are you sure it's him? Like,
I heard that he was living long as a fox. If they say that they look similar, maybe it's really him. Oh, that's right. I forgot we knew already. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to the garden. I went to Keisuke in a rush. Keisuke was watching the trees. He's suited inside the Japanese garden. Keisuke turned around with his neck tilted. I mean, it'd be very funny. They're like, he looks exactly like that long-haired, gorgeous man that helped you as a kid. I'd recognize that gorgeous hair and those sexy eyes anywhere.
Grandma's like, I remember those bedroom eyes anywhere. Your grandfather and I thanked him in kindly. I mean, nothing. It was 20 years ago, dear. We were a little hip, a little less achy hip, and a little more hip, if you know what I mean.
What? I don't care if I'm a grandma. He's sexy. I'm gonna eyeball him, okay? Just saying. Are you alright coming to me? Are you alright explaining to your family? Yes, about returning home. I wasn't told anything about it. I'm guessing she means they didn't, like, tell her off for it, you know what I mean? And that's great. So, if you were chasing me here, are you going to give me a tour? It's okay to give you a tour, but there's something I wanted to ask you. My grandparents told me that they've seen someone similar to you before. And that person who gave me a piggyback ride and brought me home when I was lost in the mountains, who did piggyback me. That sounds weird. Or like, even, you know what I mean? Like, it's just well, first of all, obviously, the person who did piggyback me, the phrasing is weird, but also it just sounds kind of creepy when you phrase it that way. Who gave me a piggyback ride, like when I was little, okay? But like, did piggyback me? It just sounds so oddly phrased sexual. It doesn't, it just, you're like, that's phrased, it comes out sounding like royally inappropriate, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Phrased wrong, but also like, phrased wrong. Like, I don't know why, it just gives me the icks reading it that way. But anyway. Brought me home when I was lost in the mountains. They said someone similar, but I know you've been living long. So I thought you were the one who helped me, Keisuke. And that wasn't me. He denied while I was talking. It was very cold. It was a very cold and quiet voice. He looks quite different from usual. But if he says it's not, so even if I ask him again, it'll be the same, right? Huh. It either was and he doesn't want us to think that he's that old, or maybe it was a family member. Hey, come on, give me a tour. You have a big house, but this garden is very big. We went back to a different topic, as if I didn't ask him any questions. Oh, is he mad? Is he irritated that I made a mistake? Slowly I was trying to read his face. Huh. Well, what happened? Keisuke doesn't seem like he's angry. Then why was he looking like that earlier? What are you thinking alone there? I want you to give me a tour. I was taken back by Keisuke from having deep thoughts. Okay, whatever, that was weird, but he doesn't seem angry. It was just be thinking, wow. He doesn't seem to me angry. It was just be thinking he was being strange. Okay, he doesn't seem to be angry. It was just me thinking he was being strange. Maybe that's what they meant, and they reword, like, I can't even speak properly anymore because this game is confused. Okay. First chapter was terrible. Second and third chapters were like readable. Fourth chapter is a fucking train wreck again. I don't even know. As I was thinking that, I went to the garden looking at Keisuke. Okay, I'll guide you, so please come with me. There was a small stone that's filled around and my foot was stuck. Keisuke was supporting my body when I was about to fall down. What happened? You have to be careful. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Oh, she did that fucking... And this is supposed to be like, oh, in that moment I tripped and fell in a garden that I walk in constantly. I get it. I'd be looking at Keisuke and being like, what? Right into a pole. And he'd be like, you're an idiot. You're hot. Like, you're really stupid. Just a little. Like, when Keisuke got his hands off, I was trying to stand on my own, but... What? I couldn't put any strength on my feet. I was about to fall again. This is like way too ridiculous. As Keisuke supported me again, I was able to stand still. What happened to me? I couldn't understand what was going on. It's probably that you were tired from working last night. I didn't worry anything about it when I was working, but I realized that I've never worked overnight. I guess you can't walk back. You really are giving me trouble. Keisuke sighed, but he was smiling. Then he put his hands around my leg and carried me on his back. Is it? Piggyback ride? Oh my god. I was like, when they went like, are we getting a CG of this? We absolutely are. That's amazing. Oh my god. Keisuke gave me a piggyback ride. Keisuke, I won't put you down. You can't walk, so just stay there. But piggyback, I feel like a child. I chose the way that you won't complain. Did you want me to carry you? Carry me? I'd have thought of Keisuke carrying me like a princess inside my head. No, that's even worse. It's really embarrassing. Thank you. That's a good girl. For my nervousness or my embarrassment, my heart was pounding. Yeah, my heart would be more likely to pound than my head. Wow. It was the D in there, the heart, my herd was pounding. It just throws you off, but I feel like the dullness of my body is winning. I was more tired than I thought. That is totally how I feel right now. Keisuke's body temperature and the feel of swaying was stuck in my head. I was thinking in my consciousness in blur. This feeling, I've had it a long time ago. I can't remember well, but... Remember. Because there's no other M in that. That is literally how I type it every single time I type remember. Remember. I always forget I don't know why the second M just doesn't want to work. And I'm always like, okay, I know how to spell this, but I clearly don't know how to type it. I don't know. I couldn't think well anymore and closed my eyes. Hi, what you doing? Come over to say hello? He's a good birdie. 5. Today we're shooting for a music program. All of Foxier's members are sitting in the dressing room. Keisuke isn't late either. As I was thinking, I tried to read Keisuke's face. The other day, when he gave me a piggyback ride, I remembered I had a similar feeling to it before. See, and this one you can tell is like one of the chapters because he wasn't... When he piggybacked me, when he did piggyback me, that's not what it says. When he gave me a piggyback ride, which is how you would phrase it in English. So it's like certain chapters they just did a once-over with a translation and other ones they didn't. Kind of like we're like, well, if we do some chapters, you should have done the first chapter. Because when you read the first chapter, it's a fucking train wreck. Once you got a couple chapters in, you get a bad one, and you're like, okay, whatever. But that first one is always a doozy. Anyway. I remembered I had a similar feeling to it before. But Keisuke says he didn't. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. I kept thinking this as I watched the members. 5 of them were sitting around the table in the middle of the dressing room. Hey, you know our co-star today?
I think, besides us, there'll be another visual kei band on the show, right?
It'll be a band that's in the same genre. That's rare. Today's co-star is Pyroas. I don't have any wise names for them today. I don't. I'm sorry. I was checking a memo that I'd written before. It was Pyros in Blossoming Bloom. I meant to take a deep, audible sigh, and I choked instead. Blossoming bloom. Wow, good God. Cactus and cactus. Baking pie. Well, that sounds like fun. But anyway, Pyros I knew about a little more. It's a 5-member band that recently made their debut. Where the hell are the other 2? There's only ever 3 of them there. Pyro sounds like a 3-member band. Oh, that's right. There might be a photo of them in the paper I was reading yesterday. I went to the shelf and picked up the paper that I saw yesterday. This is the band you're going to be with. I put the paper with the photo on the table. In that moment, Akito frowned. But even more strongly than Akito, Kasumi was looking at the photo with wide eyes. What happened to Kasumi? See, this one's actually well written. Suddenly, the door opened loudly as if it was going to shut out my thoughts. Okay, well, that sounds awkward. A door opened loudly as if it was That's phrased a little awkward, but, you know. Here comes Pyros. What? You don't remember us? There was a guy with golden lion-like hair who entered from the door. He had a well-built body and his hair suited him. He brought along a rough atmosphere. Well, can't blame them. Foxes have their hands full with their own problems right now. Behind the guy who looked like a lion, another man appeared. These are the best descriptions they've ever given him, because, like, I feel like in the beginning it was like snake-like man, blonde dude, cat guy, like, you know what I mean? They didn't, like, now it's like, you know, he's thin and has bulging eyes. His mouth is thin and wide. He looked like a snake, but there's a raccoon, a cat dude, and whatever but he always compared to a snake. He should be a snake dude, but he's like the cat, the raccoon, and the rat. Is he like the rat dude? I could see that, I guess. It was the 2 members from Pyros that I've seen in magazines. They know that Foxier members are all foxes. Ha! We came out here all this way for you, and you don't even know us. You foxes are more of an idiot than I thought. The guy with the golden hair kicked a chair. It made a huge noise as he hit it upwards, but made an even louder noise as it crashed down. Hey! Even if they're working on the same program, the violent attitude was not acceptable. I should say something since I'm a manager. When I tried to step forward, my arm was grabbed by someone. Keisuke. You shouldn't bother. What are you going to do about violent guys like that? It was Keisuke who grabbed me. He looked down, saying I'm a troublesome girl with soft eyes like before. But Keisuke grabbed my arms and stepped in front of me. I recognize you guys. When we held a festival, you came to visit the head family. The chief of Raccoon and the chief of Mouse. Weren't you their sons who came with them? So they're mythical creatures too. I popped out my face from Keisuke's back, looking towards the door. I mean, okay, it's not phrased the best, but like, still, it's readable and it makes sense, even if it's slightly awkward. Oh, good. There's someone who knows. I don't have to explain it to you all. The one who looked like a snake smiled, but his cold-hearted eyes that were looking down didn't look like he was smiling. They looked scary. So the sons of Raccoon and Mouse, what do you want from us? I just want to stay right here forever in between you 2 beautiful pieces of artwork. Kosei maintains the calm tone and looked at them. Ugh, just wanted to see what foxes are like before a shooting. You know what we're like. You've been to our fucking village, you dumb fuck. Dumbest thing you've ever said. It was a waste of time to actually look at them, though. What's that supposed to mean? Yuki, who always has a smile, looked at them with a fierce look. Meaning you guys are so weak that we don't have to worry. Foxes are weak and their birth rates are low, so if you don't depend on the Magatama, you'll be extinct soon. I feel like there should be a guy who's like a rabbit and who's like, yeah, our birth rates are real high. That's why there are no rabbit mythical creatures. They're like, no, guys, seriously, keep it in your pants, bunny boy. So that's why you guys want the Magatama desperately. He smirked and looked mean. Also, the future chief of foxes is you. I don't even have to think. I don't even have to even think. I think you should think about the words that come out of your mouth before you fucking say them, dumb fuck. This time he yelled and kicked the table. He smiled satisfyingly as the table fell with a loud crash. Wow. When Akito heard that, he clenched his teeth. If Akito's as usual, he'll talk back. There's no reason for you to say things like that to us. Instead of Akito, Kasumi steps forward.
You have some guts to talk back like that.
The well-built, golden-haired guy is smirking, and looks at Kasumi. It was as if they were going to fight with each other.
I was just gonna talk to you guys, but we can change our plans, you know. I was just gonna talk to you guys by kicking furniture.
Dumb fuck. They're glaring at each other. We couldn't tell if a fight was going to happen. All right, guys. And that's it for now. Calm down for a second. We're in a dressing room. We don't have to fight in a place like this. Keisuke tried to stand in between them. As soon as Kasumi heard that, he stepped back a little. The blonde guy looked very upset.
What? Don't interrupt!
Interrupt? You? Oh, what's the point of fighting in here anyway? You guys don't have any reason, right?
Reasons? Ha! We don't care about that. We don't like those who are weak, but trying to be arrogant.
Says the guy who's fucking arrogant. The blonde guy doesn't seem like he's going to listen at all. Keisuke sighed in disappointment. And he looked over at the snake-like guy. Shouldn't you say something? Your bandmate doesn't seem like he's listening at all.
It's not my place. Don't you sound like you're talking about someone else? Normally, if your kind was being made fun of, you'd be angry just like him. You're not on the fox's side.
Keisuke's eyebrows moved. Not on the fox's side? What's that supposed to mean? Keisuke told me he's a fox, and he showed me his ears and tail as proof. But...
You used to work for the Yin Yang Master, so that's why you react differently.
What is he trying to say? He used to work for our person, like our ancestor. Interesting. I didn't understand what he was saying, but the other Foxier members' moods became different. Well, the weird thing is, so, like, I don't know why, but I always got was it just in the dream or is it just me imagining it? But for some reason, in my brain right now, and it's always been stuck in my head, so I've either been reading it or remembering it differently now that I'm thinking back, that, like, when she had the dream of the fox that's trapped, like, their ancestor, it always seemed like, you know, like Akito's like red and Kasumi's like blue and everybody's got like a color, they're color coded, basically, like they're color coordinating themselves. But like, I thought the fox always seemed like they looked more like Keisuke. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's actually directly related. Because, like, they're in a village, and, like, even if they're not directly related to each other, they'd probably be like, oh, our ancestor, because it's an ancestor of the village as a whole. You know, not like, well, my ancestor isn't necessarily my neighbor's ancestor, but if we lived in a small communal village, it would be your ancestors. You know what I mean? Like, phrasing, but you know what I mean? But anyway. The face of the four other members tensed.
If you were working for the Yin Yang Master, you're the traitor.
As they laughed while teasing, they looked around at the other four.
Well, we've done our greeting, so we'll leave now. Yeah, don't want to look at their faces any longer. It's disgusting.
Then they left. I don't know what you're looking at, because these faces are gorgeous, but whatever. But there was a heavy atmosphere left behind in the dressing room.
So what's this about?
I don't want to entirely believe what they said, but... Kosei stops talking. They aren't concerned about the two intruders, but instead focused on what they had said. It's very awkward. But I don't really understand the situation. I don't know what to do, so I tried looking around for thoughts. Well, if it's related to those guys who are against us, isn't it better not to worry about it? Kasumi talks toward the other three. But those three, especially Akito, don't break their tense expressions. I'm going for a walk. Keisuke, I tried to stop him, but he didn't look over and just left. The door quietly closed. I thought there would be silence, but instead Akito started talking immediately.
I've actually heard about the story of Keisuke working for the Yin Yang Master.
If that's true, then he really was working for the Yin Yang Master, right?
I couldn't bear it anymore, so I decided to ask everyone. I've been listening to you guys, but I don't understand a thing about this. But Keisuke's still a fox, right? Why did they say he's not on the fox's side and that he's a traitor? What does that mean? Oh, wait. Before that, why do you know about the foxes? You're like, did you not realize I've been here the whole fucking time? I could piece things together. Kasumi blinking with surprise. The other three looked the same. Oh, should I not have said I knew about this? But it's already too late to lie. I thought a moment and then told them the truth. I mean, literally, that guy just came in and said, I want to be like, you do realize that I was here the entire time that those guys were arguing with you, and he's a raccoon, and he's a thing, and you're a fox, and like, I guess you're wondering why I wasn't completely confused about that, but also, I was here for this whole conversation, and you don't think that would have been like, weird conversation you heard. You just think it was going to completely over my head, and I was going to be like, yeah, whatever. It's just band people talk about. They're weird. I mean, the other day, Keisuke told me your ancestor was sealed in the Magatama.
I see. Well, it's better if you know about it now.
I guess it's convenient for them to get the Magatama. I've been working too much that I'd forgotten about their goal, to gain the Magatama and break the seal. So, where's Keisuke being a traitor come from? The Yin-Yang Master was the one who sealed our ancestor in the Magatama. So the Yin-Yang Master is despised. Not just the Master, but also those associated with him. Wait. I thought the Yin-Yang Master was a lady. So is the fox ancestor the woman? But no, we saw the fox and we called it a him. But also those associated with her. Oh. Maybe they don't know that the Yin-Yang Master was a woman and that they were in love. Because, I mean, they don't know the situation behind it. They just think that the Yin-Yang Master sealed the fox to be a dick. But maybe they don't know that the Yin-Yang Master was a woman, because if someone who knew the story told them, oh yeah, this woman, she trapped, they'd be like, well, you know what I mean? I don't know. So, if Keisuke was working for the Yin-Yang Master, naturally he'd be considered a traitor. But the members have done so much work for each other. He's doing his best, yet they're calling him a traitor. God, I'm sorry, I'm tripping on my thing. We don't know that's true. We're not sure whether it was true or not. And that's true, but there must be something that had been talked about for this rumor to start. When everyone heard Kosei's words, their expressions sank even more. They're working together until now, so how can they doubt him? When I looked upon the faces of the four, I was able to see their tensed expressions. It was clear that they still held a deep hatred. Ancestors and sealing, I have no clue about those things. But it's probably a feeling like someone close to them has been captured. So they couldn't forgive Keisuke if he was working for the Yin-Yang Master. Their feelings are so strong that they're doubting him. But I understand what everyone is thinking. But I believe in Keisuke. As I said that, I rushed out of the dressing room. I've been searching for Keisuke for a little while. Eventually, I found him on a bench in the corridor. Keisuke, who's sitting alone, looked very sad, which is unlike his usual behavior. Keisuke, he tries to act like he doesn't care, but no one would feel good after being doubted by those around them. I walked towards him, feeling a hurt feeling in the air. When I got closer to him, Keisuke turned around. He smiled, but it looked forced. Keisuke, I didn't tell you that our ancestor was sealed by the Yin-Yang Master, right? And did you hear it from the others? Keisuke asked me immediately. Yes, I heard. What if that story was true? Huh? I thought it couldn't be, so I made a very odd sound. If I had betrayed other foxes while working for the Yin-Yang Master, well, what would you think? Why is he asking that? I thought it was a joke, but Keisuke right now doesn't look like he's fooling around. It's as if the story earlier was true. There are some mysterious parts to him, and he enjoys teasing others, but he's not the kind of guy who betrays his friends. So I don't know whether the rumor is true or not, but he couldn't have betrayed the foxes. I don't know anything about Keisuke still, but I know that Keisuke is very kind and cares about the members. I believe you. I don't know much about it, and I can't say much, so I just said that and smiled. Keisuke looked stunned and froze. He was curious and tilted his head. Keisuke sighed and held his head. You win. After saying that, he raised his head up. He brought his arms around my waist. Oh, hi. That's all I had to do to get you to embrace me? Oh, my. He's just like, that's not what I expected. This is almost like, oh my god, like he's crying or something. Oh, Keisuke. I felt like my face was getting warm. I tried to get away from him, but he held me very strongly. Oh my god, I just want to stroke his gorgeous hair. Please, stay with me a little. Since he spoke in a voice I could hardly catch, I stopped trying to get away from him. Thank you. When I stopped moving, he stopped holding me. Keisuke looks different. He looked down, but his face was facing the back side of me, so I couldn't see his expression. Hopefully I've been a bit of support to Keisuke. Morning. There was a sea breeze lightly waving my hair. Oh good, it's sunny. Today's the day of the PV shooting. We're here for the vacation home at the seaside with Foxeer's members. Oh, we're doing the beach one again. Keisuke might have worked for the Yin Yang Master. It's been past the... It's past... well, a couple of days have passed since he had been doubted. Okay. It's a few days later from that incident, basically. I went out from the room after, and I didn't know what they had decided. But since the shooting started that day, nothing had been a problem, so it should be all right. We're back to having an awkward chapter. If I think about it, Akito knew that rumor from before. But they've worked together. Unless they have proper evidence, they'll not... Oh, unless they have proper evidence, they'll be working like they used to. This game is exhausting. Keisuke wouldn't... Betray? What? Betray? Right? It should be okay. I don't even know what that means. So, it's a perfect day for shooting. A background with a sunny day skies matches with the new songs. The staff for the shooting must be there at the beach, setting up with the equipment by the beach. Wow. I was not. You didn't need to say the beach that many times. Meanwhile, Akito entered the living room. I asked Akito, who's still looking sleepy, rubbing his eyelid. You woke up. Okay, I love that. I asked Akito, who still looks sleepy, you woke up! With an exclamation point. I don't think this game understands words. I think that's obvious, but also I asked him, you woke up! No, you phrased it. You made a statement. And then there's other times where it's literally a statement and they put a question mark. I don't think they understand the difference between questions and statements. Just like... When I said that, Akito pulled a very unpleasant expression. Yeah? You got a problem with it? You're never good at waking up in the morning. I was being upset and had my hands at my waist. My cousin laughed. I'm so glad you're getting along with the members. You call this getting along? I know they have a particular personality, so it'd be difficult for you to work with them. Oh, really? Well, she's better than other people you brought in. That's about it. Right. He's always looking down on me after someone compliments me.
You should be honest, Akito.
The next person who enters the living room is Yuki. Good morning, Yuki. Would you like to have breakfast now?
I want to have scrambled eggs. One with lots of milk
And airy ones. Keisuke entered. I'll have the same. Okay. I thought I clicked it. When I took everyone's order and started stirring the eggs, Kosei entered the living room. Morning. Everyone's having some eggs? I'm making scrambled eggs. Do you want to have some, Kosei? Yeah, with some bread would be better. Sure. I think I've made a good breakfast. Airy scrambled eggs and bread with some tomatoes and lettuce.
It looks yummy. You've made such a colorful dish for us.
Thank you, Yuki. Well, you can't go wrong with egg dishes. Well, that's true. Akito's sarcasm was making me feel down. Keisuke tapped my shoulder to reassure me. The easier the dish is, you'll get to know how good the cook is. And we should taste her dish thoroughly instead. Keisuke gave me pressure rather than support. Guys, it's really good. The soy sauce matches with it well. Soy sauce? Kasumi, you shouldn't take that much soy sauce. You'll take too much. Soy sauce and eggs. I don't know about that, but... You really like strong flavor. Kosei looked amazed at Kasumi's scrambled eggs dumped into the soy sauce. The only flaw is that he has no taste buds. Okay, I literally understand that 100%. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's so flavorful. I'm like, it tastes like cardboard. That's why I like spicy things, because, like, I can't taste shit. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is so hot! And I'm like, there's, like, no flavor to this. My taste buds are the worst. Watching Akito laughing like a little kid, it was a comfortable mood. I was happy that I was here with them. There's a lot of problems, but I was happy that I could be the Foxeer's manager. While I was caught up in my thoughts, we were called to come from the living room. Everyone finished their breakfast. Wait for me! Kido, please go to the very back. Then Kosei, Kasumi's good over there and watches the lights reflecting on the sea. According to the instructions of the shooting staff, they're trying to shape what the director has in his mind. The theme of this PV is the love of summer. The love of summer. Love of the summer. Like, okay, I get what they're trying to say with that, maybe. Like, your love of summer. Like, not, I love summer, but my summer love, basically. That's the word I was looking for, phrase. I was reading the paper and thinking, I wish that to finish love in one summertime is sad. You're reading this eagerly. What happened? What? I heard the murmur from behind and my heart jumped. Keisuke, what are you doing? Are you all right with the shooting? When I said that when I said it fast because I was rushed, Keisuke laughed. Okay, you get what she's saying there. Anyway, it's not my turn, so I was bored. So I came to tease you. Tease? It was like a toy, I guess. Keisuke continued with the amusement in his smile. So you like this theme? If you want the summer love, can I offer myself as a partner? No, thank you. Come on. He murmured and went towards the director. Did he say come on? I know he's joking about this. Like, no, I don't want you as a summer love. I want you as my forever love, Keisuke. Well, let's take a break. First half of the PV is done. The rest of the shooting is after lunch. I distributed the lunch boxes that the staff had prepared. Here, distributed to the other 4 members. Lastly, I handed it to Akito, who looked really upset. Anyway, I wanted more junk food. Bento here is way too healthy. It's like an ordinary young man who makes such a complaint. He looks adorable that I gave one of the fried chicken to Akito. Don't complain about that. The shooting will continue, so eat these all. Suddenly, Yuki hugged me from behind. Yuki? I almost dropped my lunchbox. Lunchbox. Wow, I can't read. Lunchbox. Yuki pushed sausage-shaped octopus into my mouth. I just didn't know what happened. It made a weird noise. Since you gave the fried chicken to Akito, I'll give this octopus-shaped sausage to you. He gives an innocent smile as usual. Okay, thank you. Why are you saying thank you? Are you stupid? Yuki, just because it's sweet and you don't like the sausage, you can't give it to her. That's why you shouldn't receive it either. You can't give it to her, and that's why you shouldn't receive either. Wait. You knew that. I'm surprised. You look like you like sausage-shaped an octopus. Wow. Well, I like the really spicy stuff. Yuki still talks while hugging me from behind. Just get away from her, you fool. What? Why? I wanted to be with our manager. I can hug her. It's also, no, you can't. I didn't say you could, but I mean, I guess we don't mind. It's kind of innocuous. What do you mean you want to? What do you mean you want to? What do you mean you want to, too? Oh. He's actually cute when he's blushing. What do you mean you want to, too? When did I hug her? What are you talking about? Going back to shooting. Akito's face turned red and pulled Yuki away from me. And then maybe I should hug her next. Keisuke brought his bento box. Behind him there was Kasumi and Kosei. Oh god, now I gotta hug everybody. This is your man harem. You're like, okay, sweetie, go to her. Okay, get a little hug, kiss on the cheek. Okay, you get a little hug, kiss on the cheek. It's okay, babies, I'll be right over here. What the fuck? Look, I'm really okay with, like, half of this. And that's because I'm half okay with Akito. Like, I'm kind of okay, but, like, Kasumi and Yuki, they're good friends, but I don't really want to date them. You know what I mean? There's nothing really wrong with Kasumi. Yuki's, like, his route was good, don't get me wrong, but he's still the lolly boy, and I'm still not down with it, so. But these two motherfuckers, hell yeah. I am... Shove myself right in the middle of that man sandwich. Anyway. Keisuke, stop it. At least wait until the meal is done. Huh? Not even after the meal. It was turning out like sitting in a circle, including me. It feels like it's a picnic. As I had my meal, I was watching the other members. I hope I could spend time with all of us like this. We just did.
For shooting the last sunset scene, it might be around the time for a tidal wave. We're deciding whether we're gonna have it tomorrow or not. Please wait a moment.
Oh, really? If we move it to tomorrow, tomorrow's schedule will also be piled up too. I have to let them rest properly. Let's go back to the vacation home for now. We don't know how far the wave would reach. It's gonna be dangerous to be around the sea. I let Foxear know about it. I see. There's no point of staying here then.
Yeah, okay. You want to play a game when we go back to the cottage?
It's not like it'll be extended tomorrow for sure. And while you're playing, the shooting might start again.
The three of them went towards the cottage. There was Akito and Keisuke left here. Akito? But before I didn't say anything about it, Akito went towards the cottage. Well, before I could say anything. As long as he goes back, it's all right. I went toward Keisuke, who was there last. I thought it's not a time for the tidal wave to reach yet. And the power between Fox and other creatures is unbalanced. So that's why... He didn't notice that I was looking at him, and he murmured, Keisuke, what happened? Huh? Oh, nothing. Just a little... Keisuke tapped my shoulder and went towards the cottage. I don't know why they were being odd. I went back after I helped the staff finish clean up. We ended up stopping our shooting and postponing to tomorrow. I asked each member to rest in their room. We had dinner early for tomorrow. I can't see Keisuke. Kasumi, do you know where Keisuke is? I asked Kasumi, who was sitting next to me. Huh? I haven't seen him around for a while. Maybe he's in his room. Then I'll go call him. I stood up and went to Keisuke's room. No, he's out on the fucking beach and we're gonna get trapped like we did with fucking Kosei. He wasn't in the room. Not in the living room or other members' room. I was running on the shore to think. He was looking strange earlier. He said something about the balance between the mythical creatures. When I was running for a little while, there was Keisuke at the rock, sitting. Keisuke! When I called his name, he turned around. Keisuke looked somehow sad. I don't come to places like this. It'll be high tide. It'll be dangerous. It's the same with you, Keisuke. Let's go back to the cottage. I'm going to stay here. I want to watch the high tide. Why does he want to watch? I'll stay with you. It's okay, baby. I'll stay with you. And then I'll stay. I won't go back until you do. Huh? What are you talking about? Everyone's going to worry, so you should go back. You'll be the same, but worry about you. I went towards the rock and pulled Keisuke's arm. Keisuke, hurry. That moment, the Magatama started to flash. Huh? Oh no. Keisuke grabbed my arm because I didn't know what he meant. After that, there was huge lights and we were blown away. It's weird because he's touched me before and the Magatama hasn't... Boo! Like... You know what I mean? Hasn't blown him up all the other times he's touched me, and this time we go and touch him and the Magatama reacts. That's just fucking weird. That's... It, like, they literally just wrote that in for, like, oh, we gotta put it in. But it doesn't make any sense. All the other times he's touched us, nothing's happened, we touch him, and the Magatama's like, boom, bitch! You know what I mean? It's just for the sake of the story, but it makes no sense. Anyway. It's night, so the clothes won't dry even if I take it off, right? I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It's not like you were bad. As the Magatama flashed, I was blown away. Keisuke was trying to help me, and we were blown together. I made him involved, and the place we were blown towards was the sea. We weren't injured, but when we got to the cave, it was already high tide. He was worried about my strength, and he asked me to stay in the cave until it's low tide. If we weren't blown away, we could have been inside the cottage. As I said that, I sighed big. We could have just waited, swam back to shore, and walked. I'm just saying. You really didn't worry much. You came to look for me, and this happened. I was going to watch the high tide anyway, but I'm even luckier that you're staying with me. As Keisuke sat next to me, he came closer to me. If it was usual, I might have said something, but I feel bad about earlier, so I couldn't do that. Instead, I asked him the question I've been wondering about. Why are you going to see the high tide today? It's because it's the evidence of the balance between the foxes and the other kinds. Oh, wait. It's because it's the evidence that balance between the fox and the other kinds lost. So I thought I should look at it properly. Is that because of the power of the fox is getting weaker? Bingo! So the time for high tide has been moved. The others knew about it. I saw Akito mad and the other three were acting odd. If I hand the Magatama over, would the power of the foxes be back? I was grabbing at the Magatama that's dangling on my neck. Are you going to give it to me? If that's going to be for everyone. The moment I was trying to take it off, the Magatama... There was a strong light beaming again. I closed my eyes. But when my hand opened, the light was getting dimmer. You shouldn't force yourself yet. It's probably not ready. I'm sorry, but you've been apologizing from earlier. This Magatama is behaving like this because of us, so it's in our convenience. You don't have to feel sorry about it. Keisuke then stroked my head gently and continuously. Every time he strokes, I feel more warmth in my heart. The fact that you've tried to hand us the Magatama means everything right now. Well, if it was just for me, I'd be happier. Oh! Like her goddamn giant eyes. But like, because that's like literally... I can't blame her giant eyes, because that's literally as soon as I was like, I feel exactly the same way if he were that fucking close to me. Jesus. Keisuke stroked up my forehair. Stroked back my bangs. Okay. And kissed my forehead naturally. I looked at Keisuke, surprised. No! Why would you get rid of that CG that fast? Bitch, go back! His face wasn't the usual teasing face, but with a benevolent look. Hey, let's go to sleep. We'll be busy tomorrow. Keisuke, what is it? Do you want me to lie down next to you? No? After that moment, Keisuke went back to his usual behavior, so I decided to stay a little apart from him and sleep. It was a joke earlier, right? Dun dun dun. Alright, so we're ending in perfect times. I'm gonna end this here, and we will start chapter 7 when we come back in the next part. Yeah, so, I mean, we might only have 3 more parts. If the chapters keep roughly coming the same pace, we're getting about 3 chapters apart, we should finish this pretty quickly. I think that's pretty standard. We usually finish in about 6 or 7 parts. So, unless, like I said, like, the last chapters end up being somehow super long or whatever, or just really, really painful to read where I have to, like, take forever to figure them out. We've had some of those chapters here. I'm surprised we managed chapter 4. Honestly, chapter 4 was the longest. It took like 20 minutes to fucking read because it was like, why is this so hard? But anyway, we will pick up here next time. So we'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.